Welcome to Fairfax with Fairfax. Follow us on our pilgrimage to the new world on YouTube, Keith Fairfax Comedy, Facebook, Keith Fairfax, and Instagram, Mr. Fairfax.
Cheers.
Cheers, bud.
Hey, man.
All right.
To a podcast.
To a podcast. This is Keith and Cody doing another Fairfax with Fairfax, starring Cody Schmidt.
Starring? Wow. I don't know if I'm there yet.
You're a star, baby.
I mean,
You're
hopefully.
a star. I only call you son because you shine like one. Remember that.
I feel like I'm a star, but it's a really cloudy night.
Understandable.
You know.
Okay.
Working my way up to star. You're a star. You got a lot of.
There's not a lot. There's not a lot.
You have a lot more experience. To me, experience is.
You know what? Experience is part of the game.
Battle.
It is part of the game. You're right. I'm not gonna besmirch that point. That's a good point. Yeah. When I think about
besmirch,
besmirch, yes.
And then everyone go to the website and download and you can get all the besmirch you want. We got hats and T-shirts and
besmirch gear coming to a theater near you.
In your face.
Word Life.
Mm-hmm. Sizes different.
Speaking of Word Life, you don't watch that Wu-Tang series, do you?
I don't.
Have you seen any of it at all?
No. The only thing I see is the little clippets from the guys that I follow on Instagram.
Well, it's funny. It's funny how they went from.
What's it on Stars?
Yes, okay. Yes, but it's funny how they went from this is like a docu-series to now it's loosely based off of, because I think RZA killed 2 people already so far. It's like wait, like what now? You know what I mean?
With his words? He didn't with his words?
No, not Killer B style.
Oh, goodness.
No, it wasn't Killer B style.
Man.
And I'm like, all right, so what are we doing here? And they finally were like, oh, well, this is just, their depiction of how Wu-Tang could have been. It was like, well, why didn't you say that from the beginning? You played this game in the beginning that...
So they went Marvel What If?
It was like, all right, so are you saying he's copying the 2 murders and just the statute of limitations are up?
Yeah.
Or what are we doing?
Don't go digging in these holes from 30 years ago that I left.
Yeah, it's like, what do you want me to... It's like, they try to shoot it like Blair Witch.
Okay.
So where it's like, when Blair Witch came out, I mean, I was in on the fact that we were seeing a snuff film.
Yeah.
When I first seen Blair Witch, I was like, oh, this is a snuff film, and they just...
I thought the whole time I was setting myself up for disappointment. And
you thought it was a ruse the whole time, or you...
great, cool, this is a different... We're running through the woods, now it's so commonplace.
The trailer gave you more than running through the woods.
So many cell phone videos.
Now it's crazy, right? You can't do that now, right?
Everyone's doing that.
That's the thing. Everybody's Blair Witching.
All right, cool.
I hear you on that.
Now it's so commonplace. Things that we're like, oh, this is cutting edge.
Right. Very true.
Sucked, obviously.
Very true. I believed it up until they said that it wasn't true.
Yeah.
I did. You know what I mean? It was just like, I saw it in the movie theater. It seemed like you almost weren't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, oh, this is some real...
I didn't talk to anyone named Blair for like 6 weeks, right?
Yeah, I was just... Because when you asked people about it, it was like... I asked like my mom, I was like, is this... Like, you think this really happened? And she was like, I doubt it. Yeah. And, I don't have time for this stupid shit that you
Why aren't you interested in my things?
Yeah, so it's like, come on, Mom! Come on!
All right, I'll just go to the Little League field and hit 7 home runs again. Thanks, Mom.
You know what? You might have had that. I was a trash Little League. I love Little League, but I was trash.
My team was trash. And I played in Flanders.
Remember who you played? You remember the name of the something electric or the
Metro,
something?
The gas station.
Metro gas station was your sponsor?
The start, yeah. It was Metro gas station.
Didn't they have the pony up like $500?
That's like how many cartons of cigarettes?
But I'm like a gas station, right? That's pretty crazy to have a gas station.
Yeah,
right?
And then it was like...
I was Harlow's Pizza one year.
And Riverhead had the good ones.
Yeah, usually you caught pizza places, you caught insurance.
Lodge,
the lodges. Right, very true. The lodges had...
Building Supply.
Riverhead Building Supply had one,
But we were like...
They were OGs.
Metro, I think there was like... And then we turned into one of the fire departments. There was a real fire department, and we were like Pump 2 or something. It was
hilarious.
These guys suck.
Yeah, he doesn't care. But Eddie Wanzer was on my team, and Eddie Wanzer was just a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just, he raked. He was just.
I think my brother played with one of the Hepners, and it was like...
right. It's just, what do you do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do you...
They've been in the crib swinging back.
It's just like, it was like, I'm like, we're in Little League. I'm like, how long you guys been playing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, how did you... Like, what do you got? And then you go to that, like, I would go to that, so it would just be like, batting cage, tee, like a tee already set up. But, like, the tee was beat up to the point where, like, you could tell he had it for years. And I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
I'm like, we're in T-ball. I'm like, how'd you, like, this is when you start. So how long have you been starting?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I skipped T-ball. My dad was like, fuck the T-ball. We going right to the big shit. You're going to have to, what? And I hate it. I was the kid who could hit the ball. I didn't like getting hit.
So you got amazing hand-eye coordination right off the rip.
Pretty much. I guess. Those old days is, I made the All-Star team, and I remember playing in Flanders. You had cactuses in the outfield.
Do you remember
one field?
Was going to the Little League World Series even in your stratosphere of things?
We made an all-star team, and we played Riverhead, like, the first game.
Okay.
And Kenny Schmidt threw a damn near no-hitter. I think it was a no-hitter. I think I had, like, one hit that they called an error. But no matter what, it was like 16-0. It was one of those ones where, don't we have a couple more innings to play? And they're like, no, you guys did good this game. Go get some orange slices in the parking lot. Like, yeah, it was. I was like, can we go get the fun dips or anything? Or?
Get some orange slices.
It's like you guys had they had the guy selling the hot dogs and everything. Like, I don't even know if we had that at Flanders. And it was one. You were really tough.
I know we played Flanders a lot, but I mean, we didn't play Flanders at all because we were Stotsky Park League. Yeah, we were Stotsky Park League. You guys, it was totally separate at the time. Actually, now that I think about it, but it's like I just remember being in Flanders a lot, and it's like you guys might have had the better core of baseball players.
They had some guys. It was never. And once again, too, is like the best players are the pitcher, the shortstop, the center fielder.
Right.
All right. Well, now you have a full team of pitcher, shortstop, and now they got to go play first base. They got to play third. So like that transition doesn't help either. I mean, some athletes can boom. It's an easy thing, but
did you have a pitch?
I pitched and played shortstop.
One time I pitched. I was going versus Anthony Scott's team, and I got so nervous. The first pitch hit him in the head.
Oh.
Like not with a fastball.
As a friend, like
I mean, it was as a friend, but the first pitch, he was one of my best friends, probably my best friend at the time, and I don't know what it is. I was already having a shit game, and it was just like I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm gonna go. I think I just like, I'm gonna go high, and he really didn't do too much to move out of the way either. I'll tell you that much. I remember him. No, it wasn't. It came in slow, and it kind of like dunked him on it almost hit him on like the top of the helmet. I was just like, fuck.
We were awful. Yeah. I was the guy that if the ball was hit anywhere to me in shortstop, if it was hit directly at me, I would still dive forward to get it and make it look like it was a tough play.
I was a little bit of a pussy, and I was afraid of the ball at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because it was like I played with I remember even when we got into fastball, I played with Steve Solis, and he was a monster.
Yeah.
He was a monster, Steve Solis. And then, I don't know what game it was, but somebody hit a pitch back at a kid's face, and his fucking face exploded.
And you were like,
I was forever afraid to
what other sports are during baseball?
Bro,
I'm out of here.
I was like, I never seen that kid again. I don't even know what happened to him.
Yeah.
It was like, it was
that
crazy.
Was my whole thing, too. I did not want to get hit.
That shit was crazy.
When I was in that, I could hit the ball good. I was always either, first, second, third, fourth, somewhere in there. But I did not like when that ball came in. And the same thing, too. I gave a 1 home run, I think, to Jeff Odell, and I don't think he ever got more than...
To hit a Little League home run, though, was like... Stotsky Park, even if I go to it now, if we do BP, I'll get a few over, but it's like... it's like taking bad golf swings. It's like I gotta want it. You know what I mean? Like
I gradually throughout time I became more of a leadoff slap hitter to the opposite field type thing. I had
you
some
played
power.
Adult softball. You played softball for many years.
Shit,
yeah, I didn't really play a lot of softball.
No, I quit. But baseball got boring. It got boring. Even you make a middle school team.
Right.
All right, dude, I got ADD. you know, you were
Here.
usually in a place where there's kids or girls or something.
Right.
There's a lot of things for my attention to
Ice
go.
cream man's jingling right in the parking lot. I see
can't-
kids lining up. I can't get to the motherfucker.
No, and I think I got on base twice. Even that was getting boring. I almost got picked off because you could lead then,
Right,
and you
right.
weren't ready to lead. You know, we weren't used to leading.
Then you got somebody's stepfather giving you signals from third base where you forgot all of that horse shit. He wants you to steal. I'm looking at this motherfucker. I'm looking at him until they hit the ball. I'm like, what?
I told him, I was like, the only sign language I know is thumbs up and the middle finger, bro. You're gonna have to do a little better than this.
We were at like 4 pat signs at the time, and I was just like, I think
one of them
let him
was
read
like
it,
the
man.
one
Let him read
thing.
it.
It was like, once I stroke my left nipple, read
Right.
the sign after that, and I'm like,
Then
I
you-
gotta look for your nipple, bro. Like I don't want.
It's like, then you gotta
to do
give a
this
kiss
shit.
from coach after the
Yeah.
game if you mess
Yeah.
up the play.
Yeah, and if you fuck it up, I'm gonna help you change in the locker room afterwards. I was like, oh,
I'm lucky I don't
no.
have any memories of like, I don't remember like one creep coach
No.
or anything like that. Like everybody was pretty stand up to my knowledge. I don't remember any of that.
I mean, PL
foul
football,
play,
all
yeah.
that stuff.
I don't remember any of
I
that.
could see
happening.
the parents would get into a legit fist fight on the
Right.
field or in the parking
Right.
lot before anyone wanted to touch you.
I just can't even remotely see
Yeah.
any of that happening. You know what I mean? Like I was like, I think I would have been, you know, I wasn't the smartest fucking kid in the world, but I think I'd have been pretty like there's funny business going on.
Yeah.
I think I would have been keen to a little funny business if I seen it, or at least
ask for a wet wipe.
yeah, at least or ask the other kid who I felt funny business was happening with. I'm like, yo, you know, hey Cody, you okay?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, coach
This
seems
is
like
baseball. Why is he having you in the Boston Crab? Like,
right. Yeah, I was like, coach seemed like he was very hard on you.
Why is he always checking your cup and no one else's?
What's cup check?
Yeah.
He keeps saying cup
Yeah.
check. What's cup check?
Whoa. We all know you got the biggest cup on the team.
Ayo.
Yeah, no. Yeah, scary stuff.
Yeah, I mean, now you hear about it, it's just like, oh my God, I
Yeah.
don't think there was any foul play whatsoever. I mean,
I didn't see like one guy in the stands
Yeah.
just very pale white, like putting on chapstick the whole game. Like,
hey, you know what?
You're not even here.
We'll take this time to do a special PSA.
okay.
If you got touched in the Riverhead or Flanders baseball leagues during the
Football, whatever.
during the
sport.
mid '90s, drop a comment. Let us
Yeah.
know. Let's right this injustice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
we'll try to help you, deal with that because it's probably been buried out.
You probably buried that
You're
real
probably-
deep down
yeah.
inside. I mean, you gotta push that real
Yeah.
deep and kind of leave it there.
And like, did you still have a good life? Are you in some trouble now?
Hopefully, they made it.
I hope.
Whatever their version of
you know,
making it is, they made it.
And
Yeah.
how they cope with that because I couldn't.
You know, you just bury it. You know, I could see how people bury it down. I mean, when you look at all like the R. Kelly, like it's like, so you girls haven't said you were sex slaves.
Yeah, but
and
I think
you
R.
didn't-
Kelly's came with like a gift bag.
Well, they were trapped. I'm
cash.
talking about the ones trapped in the basement, like.
That's
that got
true.
loose,
Yeah, but
and
then
then,
they weren't some of them kind of in there like.
Willingly?
Yeah.
I don't want to speak for them.
I think they
Allegedly.
weren't willingly immediately.
Right.
But then after,
it
it's like, where else am I going to
But
go?
there's that,
There's another world out
Stockholm
there.
syndrome.
Yeah.
Which I believe that exists. You identify with your,
I
tap
have
in.
never watched SVU or any of that stuff before dating my girlfriend, and it's on
You know what?
3 different channels all day, so you kind of get to that. Now,
Yeah.
now you're like,
I think it's CSI, but I didn't realize that. You ever see the movie Summer School? It's like an 80s rom-com. Mark Hamill is in CSI.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that was the guy in Summer School, and it really fucked up CSI for me when I realized that was
like the same Mark Hamill from the,
that was the same
Star
Mark
Wars?
Hamill. Yeah. And I was just like,
how can you take him seriously?
it really, I don't know why,
Just
but
use
it
the
just.
Force, Luke. Like
It just ruined it for me. I don't
Yeah.
know why. It was just like one has nothing to do with the other. It's just
No.
I'll watch Samuel L. Jackson play 50 different.
Yeah, and every single
things,
one of
I'm
them is
just like,
different. They don't even link
He's either
together.
Mace Windu or he's a
Yeah.
bad motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
And
perfectly
he's-
fine.
Yeah, completely different.
Sold.
Yeah.
Hook, line, and sinker. Got
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Got me,
Wait, all you did was put an eye patch on, Nick Fury?
Sold.
Exactly.
Hey, Nick.
Can I go see your next movie? Here's all my money.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the. Have you been to the 4D? Have you seen the
No.
4D? Bro, you got Island 16 has the
I'm still
4D.
trying to work on 3Ds at once, but No.
I mean, step your game up. Just a taste.
All right.
Just a taste. Step your game up.
It's like the chapped lips time of the year, too. I don't know if I can...
I looked at my lips immediately once you said that, too. I looked at my lips immediately once you said that.
Yeah.
Then I have one long fucking mustache here that's bothered me, too. I
cannot wait. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow.
Jesus. I feel like a grizzled vet.
Yeah. You feel so much better after a haircut.
Well, we also have a tournament on Sunday that I want to be fresh for, you know.
For the one picture.
For the one group picture that we should have had 15 of thus far, that we will only have one of everybody that is supposed to be there, minus Lynch because of unforeseen SARS.
Yeah.
So I heard it was scurvy.
It could be.
Yeah,
I think it had a bad yogurt.
It'll
There's a lot of cultures in those yogurts.
23 in most.
But like millions of them in one like serving.
Like Activia, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
You know, if you're old and Activia.
Yeah.
Have a prune juice with it. You know, do your body some good.
Or just go have some tap beer. Same effect.
Because they don't clean those lines. That tap beer, boy, it'll run through you.
Man,
it'll get
it's like drinking pond water.
it really. A couple of sips. A couple of sips of.
Is that a tap hole?
I've never had to sip pond water. You know what I mean?
I don't. Not the taste. I'm just.
Yeah. How it rinse you out from the.
Like when they say when people go out camping and stuff like that, and they're like, "Are you sure this water is fresh?"
Do you ever watch Naked and Afraid?
No, but I keep, driving to Southampton every day. They have the Naked and Afraid in Love.
Yeah, the new one. I was going to piggyback that with that.
5 o'clock in the morning when I'm half asleep, and then I look up and this bright ass advertisement is like Naked and Afraid in Love.
That's how you read it? In love?
What do you mean? Just drop us off in the middle of somewhere, balls naked, and.
Well, they've.
What do you get, like a knife?
I saw 2 episodes of it, so they didn't set it up quite like that. It's more like, hey, you get a toothbrush, you get a cloth to wash the crack of your ass, because it's like after a day in the bush, nobody's fucking after a day in the bush. Like it's not even feasible. So it's once you've been musty for a day with your dick out, it's like, you know.
And it's like nothing protecting it too. It's like, what if I get sunburned?
Right, and it's like you can't just have a woman walk around all day and like so you don't have to build huts. Yeah, you don't know. So the whole thing is you don't have to build huts. It's not a survival show. It's just you're naked with.
But you still have to make fire. No. They roll out a cot for the 2 people out there. You have huts. Like the snug. We're gonna give them the old small bed, not the big queen.
They got some pre-made huts already.
Oh really?
And so they're already.
The Amish have been to wherever this place is.
Right, they already have amenities.
Okay.
But then it's like you get the bring one.
Amenities is a strong word for the fucking jungle.
They get the bring one thing. And like I remember like one girl bought red lipstick. And it was like, is anybody you want to hit with a dump truck more? When I wish for superhuman strength, it's just so I can hit someone like that with something like a building. Yeah. Something like I just want to lift up my I want to make it count when I kill that
find
person.
Like the world's largest tampon and just
right the world's largest ball of twine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Clark Griswold type
roll
of
that thing like
it's
bowling.
It's like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? You bought red lipstick?
Yeah, what's that gonna do?
I think one guy's
gonna know I put that little ring around the base of his dick.
Well, I think one guy bought a surfboard or something. It was just like
in the jungle.
No, they're on the island. They're on the island. There was like
I'm gonna fucking swim out of here.
Yeah, and then there's like one annoying black girl who I can tell like she's very high sedity, and I could tell that she was like I'm gonna leave this show if I have to be naked because I don't feel comfortable. So they had her guy make her a bathing suit that like H&M would have to make because it's that good. It's like he didn't make that. No one's grandma can make a bathing suit like that. Yeah. A bathing suit like that, like it's just not.
The bathing suit is like stretching material. I don't even know where you acquire such material.
It just you had to suspend disbelief.
Yeah, I mean, it does say you just signed up for the show that says naked. It's the first word.
But I can tell that she already like shot one episode and she's pretty hot. They were just like, what are we gonna do? Like, we're gonna waste time and like we'll just all right. So we'll have them make you a bathing suit. It's like, but now you're defeating the purpose of the show.
Yeah,
and it's I don't know. I hate it.
And it's like, what part are they at right now? I think there's like a crowd there. There's a round of applause. I keep hearing this slapping.
Right? Yeah.
Like, what?
It's like, and what do you? And I feel like they're also getting, like, they don't have to like hunt for food really and stuff like that. They kind of really, they really.
It's like they turn to the camera guy. What's for lunch today, camera guy?
Right. They kind of hammed it up a little bit. It's more a reality TV show than it is. It's more real world road rules than it is.
Naked and Afraid.
Right.
Like,
it's like
we're doing this new love show and we're gonna just put a couple out in the woods. Well, it's gonna be kind of roughing it.
It might have just been easier to sell it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hey, we'll sell it this way, so that way.
Yeah, but all the naked and because the people who were on Naked and Afraid should not have been naked.
No, but that was the whole thing. I wanted you to. I was rooting for them to survive for the most part.
That's what you.
I mean, not die. I want you to like. Or, but
wave the white flag because I'm sure there's a million people there. It's not like there's tigers just walking up to their camp.
But there'd be a couple guys who catch an electric eel, skin it, clean it, eat it. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I want to see a little bit more of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't need to see the people eat the weird shit.
But it's funny how the roles were very defined in that as far as like male, female, like boy, there was no real.
He's going hunting. She's going berry picking.
You're right. There was a real hunter gatherer.
We need to go grab the shit to wipe our asses with, and not that shiny leaf stuff.
It was shot at the right time. I tell you that because it was not a lot of wokeness. To like, no, let me take the lead of. I'll do the hunting. I'll make a snare trap. It was very, we pick and choose them.
Yeah.
Everybody fell into gender roles very quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
now you want to be in the kitchen.
Yeah. It's like, let me weave the basket. It's like, yeah.
I can't even weave a sentence together.
Right, yeah.
It's killing me.
Like, all right,
yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
What are we going to put in the basket? I don't know. I think I would overpower that. I think I would try to take control and be very... I want to know what everything
Alpha male?
Yeah. I would want to take...
If it's a group or just you and another person?
Either or.
I mean, how long do you think you can survive on Naked and Afraid?
I don't think I would even apply.
Well, if you had... There's $1 million on the ground. $1 million. You gotta stay in there for...
doing it for $1 million.
You don't even want to try for $1 million?
I don't even... but
you just have to
do like a month, right? It's like
I think it was 30 days. It was 30 days. Yeah,
that's a fucking long ass time. I don't even. I feel like that.
You wouldn't try it for $1 million?
But what do you get if you do? All you get is a TV experience and 2 weeks in the woods. Like
some people pony that into
Yeah, I guess you could do like the real word thing where all of a sudden it's like, oh, come find fucking Cody out at Claudio's this weekend. He's from Naked and Afraid.
Speaking of Claudio's this weekend, DJ Phil at Claudio's this weekend.
Yeah, it's
Friday. No, Friday. Yeah, Friday.
Friday.
Is it 9:30?
9:32.
Yeah, 9:32 is DJ Phil. Make sure you guys check that out.
Hopefully this gets out before then, because that would be Friday. This is Wednesday the 15th. That's Friday the 17th.
Let's hope this gets out before then. And you know what? I'm going to go on the limb and say he's going to be there the following Friday also.
He might.
How about that?
Let's hope. I hope he gets all the business.
If not, you'll probably know about it.
Yeah.
What else would I want to talk about? Oh, that girl that's missing, the 22-year-old blonde with her and her boyfriend went on a
road trip.
Road trip, and they rented a van. Supposedly, there was a phone call that was put in that said a third-party person saw them arguing, but there was no evidence that neither one of them said, neither one of them ratted on each other and said that anything happened. But then the boyfriend comes back by herself. 2 weeks have gone by. She has not picked up a cell phone or called anybody or returned. The parents, can officially mark,
and the boyfriend said...
So he lawyered up, has not made any official statements. And just today, the police have put out that he's a person of interest, and they're now looking into, him. But he put out like a family letter that was pretty much on some like, hey, you win some, you lose some. You know what I mean? It was like kind of, I don't see how, if it was me, I would have been in jail already. If I went on that road trip, I'd have been in jail already. I don't see how he's just lawyered up in that home, and it's like, well,
how can you accuse my client? You have any evidence?
Yeah, he was like, we got into an argument and she bounced, so I'm just gonna go home and chill. Peace out.
Yeah, I mean, good luck. I ain't looking for her.
We got into an argument and then she peaced out with some dude, and then I was like, all right, I'll see you later. And then he was just like, so I'm chilling and shit.
I mean, I think the logical thing is to put that guy in the booth and you ain't leaving until you give us where she's at or where she went.
To me, this is just the newest version of Casey Anthony. You know how like Casey Anthony had that whole. It was just like I was almost kind of like, oh baby, you know, the Lindenberg baby. Somebody did take her kid and.
I was thinking of the chick that went to the Bahamas or whatever it is and just magically disappeared.
I didn't think that she was a suspect.
Partying with those dudes.
I didn't think Casey Anthony was a suspect at the time. It just didn't. To me, it was. I don't know. In my head, it just wasn't her. Like it was just like, yeah, let's find these guys. You know what I mean? Like the person that killed Nicole Simpson Smith. You know, like where is he? They never found the guy. You know what I mean? They never found Nicole's killer.
Yeah.
You know. OJ's walking around this whole time.
He's afraid of him.
You know, he could easily get got.
He doesn't go to LA. He's afraid of the guy.
He's afraid of the guy.
He'll walk into the Vegas fucking hotel room.
The police have done nothing to find him.
Shit back, but
you know, we're a big in Pox killers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's another one. And wasn't it just Pac's birthday the other day?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, where's that cold case?
Yeah.
You know?
Fuck it, I'll give you 50 rappers. You can bring one of those guys back. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
I can get a whole carton full of them.
Golly.
Please.
It's crazy.
Get him back.
Yeah, so now, just today, he's a person of interest, and, like, the police are going to bring him for questioning and stuff like that, but I'm like, this whole time, he's just been, like, no official statement, lawyered up, and just been kind of like, nah, bro.
Nah.
Like, just cool, like, I'm just chilling.
Did you try to find my iPhone?
Yeah,
You know,
like, I don't know, like,
yeah.
She peaced out, so I was like, peace out, and then I came back home and she was like, I'm chilling.
It's like, so how did it go? We had an argument. I don't really want to say what for. I decided to go my other way. I got some Chick-fil-A on the way home, and it was a good night.
Yeah, it's like, your daughter is somewhere.
Started this new Hinge account right here.
Yeah.
Talking to some little biddies here and there. And
I'm single.
Yeah.
So, ready to mingle.
Yeah.
Just...
really, who goes on a vacation on their period anyways, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So she wants to act like that?
Yeah.
Now I'm single, ready to mingle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Like,
good luck digging finding her.
I don't know why she's not picking up her phone. I don't know. We're not dating, so it's not my problem.
Not my problem. Yeah.
So, and he's just been riding with that.
Ouch.
I just don't see how, if that was me,
Anyone.
I just feel like...
Who's the detective and goes,
all right, well, kid seems solid.
Right.
Yeah, you know, kid checks out.
Some donuts or coffee right now?
Yeah, all right. Check him off the list.
Yeah.
Nope. All right, we got
Good
one.
Guy,
yeah.
Scholar.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, bro, live your life.
Yeah. Don't let this little mix-up bother you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, bro, you know what? In my eyes, you're cool.
Yeah.
Hey.
Listen, this is just a formality.
Yeah, right.
Don't worry, the bad guy's gonna come out soon. This happens all the time.
I don't know if you ever heard the expression that you're the bee's knees.
Yeah.
But you're it.
Yeah, you're that. You're my hero. Yeah, no, I mean, you don't want bad stuff to happen to people, man. I mean, I guess we're lucky that we haven't had too many bad, catastrophic things, happen to us.
Yeah, to me or you, no, yeah, right.
Nah.
No, I'm just like, I was thinking about town stuff.
Yeah.
In my head, I was like going through town stuff. I was like, oh, you meant me and you? Like, no, yeah.
I'm good, yeah.
I mean, well, Ian Heisel did take me out in intramural basketball and ruin my basketball career. So I've been traumatized. I would say that trauma stopped me from being elite.
Elite?
I don't know what could have been. I'm not a soothsayer. I don't see the future. But if I could go to that fortune machine that Tom Hanks went to in Big, and he could tell me what could have been.
Now, if you go back in time,
talk to me.
Knee is perfectly healthy. You're flying through the air like Jordan was. But you're not. You don't have the comedic genius that you have now. Are you going back in time and saying, "Nope, snap my knee. I want the I want the comedy. I want the jokes. I want the quick wit." Or do you think you had that regardless of whatever knee tendons you lost?
Calling what I do genius is being very...
It's self-promotional, I understand. We're
Yeah, it's like...
Genius is strong.
It's really strong. I try not to, I swing.
The only reason I hear genius a lot is, unfortunately, with the pass of Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, love Norm Macdonald, yeah.
So... everything that I've seen from every one of the other actors that was a genius. Better than
he was underrated.
Better than all of us.
You know what it is? He was an excellent joke writer, I mean, if anybody wants, if anybody cares enough, go check out his Conan O'Brien moth bit. It's a 4-minute bit about a moth that is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
absolutely hilarious.
Hysterical.
For what is essentially just should be a 2-second dad joke.
Literally, he dragged it on for 4 minutes.
4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Conan in the middle almost kind of ruined it.
Yeah, he was just like, I'm gonna let this one go.
Did you ever watch his show on Netflix, the Norm Macdonald Show?
Just clips.
Watch the first one with him and David Spade. For about 15 minutes, he had David Spade thinking they weren't even really shooting.
Yep.
Hey, sorry we had to cut the episode a little short. We were talking about Norm Macdonald. Things got a little hot and heated and a little sad. So we had to cut the feed a little short. Or the battery died. Either one. But yeah, me and Cody will see you next week for another episode of Starsky and Hutch. And thank you for watching.